Alright, last time, though if I'm smart I'll just scrap it, we went on to Go Battle League, the first time in the official Go Battle League live recording setup, and almost won 4 sets despite sacking the first one for a buddy boost on this Gargantua that is definitely not ready for PvP. Granted, I swapped over to this team after that first set, but we got real close to winning 4 sets. This time, I feel like I haven't really given this team justice. I guess you could count the last set, but I want to do at least one full set with this, and I don't remember if the very first thing I recorded was with this team or not, and I'm not going to count it anyways, because that was not in the official recording setup, so it'll suck, and I'll probably scrap it unless there's something I really like about it. I have not actually come across a Mew. The problem with Mew is you don't know what you're going to get. This one seems to have Shadow Claw, which should be bad for me, but I am too stubborn to actually swap out of this. I should just let my Gardevoir go down and not waste a shield. Ugh. But I was gonna say, I was so close to taking it out with just Charm alone that it was very tempting. But at least I didn't give up the switch advantage, and Bastion will definitely resist this Mew better. It probably will still take a bit of a hurting from a wild charge, but I'm not ready to use my first shield yet. Haha! That actually worked to yours truly fine doing advantage. He probably has enough for a wild charge at this point though, but that's also enough to do another Dragon Claw. Ha! You ain't baiting me today, good sir. Unfortunately, I don't really got... This team doesn't really have a good Blastoise counter, especially without Gardevoir. I don't think Blastoise can really do much. Granted, I just remembered that I'm also neutral to Blastoise, to water moves, not resisted. I should have just gone for the Hydro Cannon, trying to bait. But I mean, if he doesn't block this, it would have been great. Yeah, we're not winning this set. But I ain't giving up. There's like a slight possibility of hope still remaining. If I just went for Hydro Cannons instead of frickin' Earthquake, we could have still had this. But depending on like how much he values the Blastoise, which apparently isn't as much as I thought he would, we could still have this. We have 2 shields left. Our Pokemon's dead, so we will probably just die, fall over, whatever your terminology is, before we actually do anything with either of our shields. That was a horrible display. I definitely should have used shields a lot more. It's not even worth shielding, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Just let the match play out. But I also want to at least use one of my resources instead of just overhoard it. I mean, let's keep going. We still have a chance to get the wild Pokemon encounter, which is all I really want anymore. And because I promised that spice things up a bit, we'll use a different team if this team fails, but if this team succeeds, I want to actually get that. I actually want a chance to win. Alright, so wait. This Azumarill has Rock Smash? I think this is the first Rock Smash Azumarill I've seen. Still, I did what I want to do with Gardevoir and forced the switch so I get switch advantage. So I am a-okay with how all this is turning out. Okay. It probably wasn't necessary to charge up for an Earthquake, but this just guarantees, especially if I can do it before he does his charge move, that just guarantees that I waste at least one of his shields, because no one wants to get hit by an Earthquake. But I say maybe it wasn't worth it because he probably doesn't want to get hit by Hydro Cannons either. They do a lot more than you might suspect for a neutral damage move. Now, I'm just doing so good. The fact that he wastes both his shields so early on makes me feel pretty comfortable to shield myself, which is good because I'm pretty sure that Focus Blast would have wiped me out. If I actually like take out the Registeel and come out with a shield advantage, that'd be great, but I don't think I'm gonna be that lucky. Okay. Sure, I guess Azumarill wants to die to an Earthquake today. I'm okay with that. I can't swap out anyway, so I might as well. And Gardevoir can actually, like, finish it off before it gets to a move. Let's just showcase how frail Gardevoir is. Gardevoir keeps surprising me. Time after time, I keep getting surprised. Okay, I'm gonna just go for Shadow Ball right away. Out of all the Pokemon I know he has, they also be neutral to this. To be fair, Umbreon would pretty much soak up the Sacred Noise just as much. So this is a little awkward because I don't exactly have anything great. Oh, what am I talking about? I have a freaking Bastiodon, and he has no shields. I still have one if I'm feeling really afraid. Well, let's just see how much damage I take. I'm gonna have to like Google if Foul Play or Dark Pulse, or why can't I remember the other move? Foul Play or Dark Pulse? Which one is better for Umbreon? It should be stupidly obvious, but I've seen people use both moves, so now I've just confused myself. Okay, that was like sacrificial plays for something. Oh, and I guess my opponent just left. I mean, to be fair, if I was in his shoes, I would have done the same thing, especially if I was on a work break and I'm just like, screw it, I can't waste my time on a battle that I know I'm gonna lose. I need to go back and eat. So I will not really... We both knew how it would end, so that's what matters the most. Good games though, sir. Good games. I want to at least emphasize that. Your team wasn't bad. But onwards from the past and onwards to the future. Ooh, I can never really tell what to do in this situation. You think I would have learned from the past 10 times and just like let my Gardevoir get sacked off. But nope. Instead, I put myself in a situation where my opponent might have the power-up punch too. Oh good, it can just take me out of my misery. I was gonna say, it's worth not shielding because if it's got power-up punch, I actually want him to take me out as quickly as possible. Because the last thing I want is to have my own Pokemon essentially just give my opponent a huge attack boost just from existing. Now, at least Gardevoir can charm it to death. I have to shield. It's dumb of me to shield, but like if he went for anything with neutral damage, my Gardevoir would take in way too much damage, and hindsight, like it probably would have been better not to shield. And if it wasn't for the fact my opponent had 2 shields, this would have been actually a good situation because my Sacred Noise could just take it out. But there's no way he's not going to shield that attack. Granted, Charm did a lot more than I thought it would, but I'm also stuck with my Swampert against the Venusaur, so this is not going to go well for everyone involved, especially because this is the Razor Leaf kind. Oh, my team was fun while it lasted, but I think like I've gotten to a point where it's just not going to hold up its own in these higher leagues. So it might be time to go back to Old Reliable, it might be time to double check what that other team I had on the side. But yeah, if I haven't mentioned it before, there's the difference between Razor Leaf and Vine Whip. Razor Leaf is pretty much the, I guess like Thunder Shock versus Wild Charge is a good comparison. Vine Whip is just for getting your energy up and going. Razor Leaf is a hard-hitting damage. Granted, Wild Charge might not be the best example because it gets energy pretty well as dishing out the damage. But it's the first in comparison that came to my mind. Alright, so we're trying a new team. It's a new day, a new team. Let's at least get the chance at Charge TM, because I think that's all we can really hope for at this point. So I'm not sure if it's a good exchange. I'm just gonna save up the energy for a Shadow Ball and go for a Bone Club, just so I can bait a shield. That would be the best case scenario. Perfect. And I'm just gonna go for the Bone Club again, cause, like, I mean, he has no reason not to shield this time, but the charms are wearing away at me fairly quickly. And hey, I got rid of both my opponent's shields real early on. I was gonna question my opponent's choice to go for that swap right there, but considering how low my health is, yeah, this is gonna work out well for him. I think between the two Pokemon I have here, Empoleon would be the better Bastiodon counter, because it's at least neutral to both the attacks it has. This is not going to be an easy climb still though. It might be a little bit easier if he decides to go for Stone Edge over Flamethrower though. Should I really be trying to farm energy off on this Bastiodon? I mean, I am almost dead, but it's working out so well. It's even worth shielding, because, like, I can just Hydro Cannon whatever comes in, and it's only gonna do me well. So let's hold up that Hydro Cannon, get ready to go. Yeah, I mean, technically, Flash Cannon would do more damage because of super effective damage, but Hydro Cannon was more than enough to take out this Wigglytuff. Okay, this was probably a dumb play for me. I probably should have waited until I got the energy for a Flash Cannon, because, yeah, Hydro Cannon spam me, but Flash Cannon would have at least not been resisted. I think this will be okay though. We still have at least one more Pokemon left. My opponent has no shields, and we got this Altaria down to half health. Oh yeah, and I still have a shield myself, which is probably going to be necessary because my opponent's probably like going to start spamming the attacks there. I forgot my last Pokemon was Venusaur. This is usually a very bad matchup, but thankfully because I have a shield, I can resist I can not die from the Sky attack, die from the second Sky attack. Dang it, all I need to do is get up to a Frenzy Plant. But unfortunately, my freaking Venusaur, it's a Razor Leaf kind. That sucked. I mean, my opponent played well, and that's why I lost, but it really felt like I was winning pretty much the entire match, and then it just came down to the fact that my opponent had an Altaria for the last Pokemon. Wow, actually going for Flash, I think actually going for Hydro Cannon over Flash Cannon actually cost me that match. That one little thing that was like, nah, that means nothing. I need a little Copeland drink. Can I at least win one? Can we at least get up to the item? Now, I forget how this matchup works for me. I'm gonna assume badly because the Shadow Claw for super effective damage. I don't think he's got enough energy to do anything devastating. But I have been wrong about these sorts of things before. Yay. And now the one thing I could think of to actually do something against that Sableye is gonna die. And I'm not even gonna block here because I just want to get... My best hope is to get Venusaur on this field as quickly as possible and just feast off this Wishcast before he can get it out of there. Oh man, I don't even get the opportunity to come out of here with full health. Don't underestimate how powerful or how quickly Mud Bomb charges up. Man, this is not good for me at all. Both these Pokemon are bad against my Venusaur. Freaking forgot my first Pokemon, but I know it's not that great against it either. I gotta block. I feel like I need everything I can get to help my Marowak. But one Pokemon cannot take out two. I can at least... This might... It probably won't be, but it might be in the range where I can just take it out with fast moves, which would be excellent. Was this a good play? Was I better just saving my energy for a Shadow Ball? Yes. Did I like have a flinch reflex? Also yes. Did I probably cost myself the match because of that? It gets more likely by the day. But this is what I have my shield for. At least it's in the range where Bone Club will definitely take it out. So it's not as bad as I thought. And you know you're in a bad situation when you're in Bone Club killing range. Unfortunately... okay, wait. I was somehow able to turn that around. I mean, the exact reason I turned it around was because I was able to get to my charge move first. That match was full of surprises, I'll be perfectly frank. But yeah, is this the last one? We literally got just enough to get a charge TM. At least I'm gonna go up to rank 2, but considering just how badly I've been dealing in these early ranks, maybe that's not a good thing? I don't know. But I have been recording for quite a bit, so I'm gonna end it off here. The good part about Great League is that there's plenty of room for experimentation. Either way, I'll see you for the next one, regardless of which team actually involves being around. Take care.